Hi, this is Paul from City Cottage, and boy do we have a treat for you. This is slow roasted lemon stuffed belly pork. Such an easy thing to do, and it's a meal you will simply never ever forget. The stuffing is made from 200 grams of breadcrumbs, a big handful of parsley, a chopped onion, which all goes into the blender, the rind, zest if you like, and juice of 2 lemons, and make this a really gorgeous lemony treat. And finally at the end we're just going to add a couple of cloves of garlic. After we put the lemon juice into our mixture, then we're going to give it a final mix whilst we add simply around about a tablespoon of olive oil, and that brings it all together with maybe a good pinch of salt. And having brought it all together, we can then work upon our belly pork joint. There it is. It's very easy to come together. You could eat this off a spoon. It is so gorgeous, and it flavours not only the pork but the gravy too. Now here's our belly pork. We're giving it a light seasoning of sea salt and also a little bit of black pepper, and they are liberally sprinkled over the surface and then right down the centre. Now don't overstuff this, but you'll see why shortly, although it doesn't really matter, because anything that falls out of the joint once it's tied up into the pan will actually go to flavouring the amazing gravy you get from this. So having put our stuffing in the centre, we're then going to roll the thing up. Now the first bit of string is an important one because that starts the process off. It holds it in position. Make a loop in your butcher's twine, then you can pass your string through it and then tie it off tightly, and that's a nice and easy way of actually producing a completely rolled and tied joint. Now can you see here, there looks to be rather too much stuffing in this area. First of all, we're going to actually push some of that stuffing back so that it goes back into the cavity, but secondly, any excess is taken away and added to the gravy. Now in a pan, this is an old pan, I've chopped up some shallots, and they're going to add to the caramelized gravy that's produced once all of the breadcrumbs have absorbed all of the flavors from the meat. It will start to drip juices into the pan. A little bit of salt, and it goes into the oven at 140 degrees Celsius, 280 Fahrenheit for at least 4 hours, and this is the result. The crispiest of all crackling. You'll never ever get crackling as crispy as this, and such beautifully succulent meat. This is a cheap joint that will create a meal you simply won't forget. Now it's hard to cook because that crackling is so, well, crackly I suppose, but it really is gorgeous, and you can see just if you look carefully the juices coming out. It's such a succulent, amazing flavour that you will never ever forget it. And here we go. As we open the whole thing up, you'll see the stuffing in the centre, the beautifully cooked meat, over the edge of the crackling you've got the harder meat going to the soft meat. There's no other joint where you will get such a variation in flavours and textures as this. Thanks for listening. Please subscribe if you've enjoyed this, and we'll see you soon.